Alright, buddy, we're currently on week number 20. And we are currently down 1% of the account, but we are looking for some really nice setups here. So we are going to be trading more of NAS and gold of this entire week. So Forex, I'm kind of just letting it do its thing. I'm more focused on NAS, gold, US 30. But if we do have a setup on Forex, then we're most likely going to take it. So first to start off, let's start off with Forex. This one, it's looking okay. It's not looking the best, you know. This one is going to be a top tier trade that we're waiting for it to come back to the upside. Touch this area right here, so we can take some sales there. This one, I'm on the iffy side. It's really kind of choppy at this point. Not too chopped, but I don't know. Right now, this one's just blowing up. There's nothing to do. Waiting for the retest at this point right here. It did break through. Waiting for it to give me that retest. This one, waiting for it to get my retest. It's just blowing through. So right now, Forex is going through war. So everything is going to be going one way or the other way. This one is finally broken through too. So that means just to wait for that retest. Here, breakthrough, retest. These are all across the board the same exact setups we're looking for. This one is finally rejecting this area here. It looks like it already did it already, so we're gonna be patient. We're gonna wait. Yeah, everything's kind of chopped right now. Especially this one. This one's chopped. This one's chopped to the max. It's all just okay. It's not the best. It's not the worst. And then now we're to so gold right now, we're waiting for this retest right here. This market is clear sales today. So right now we're waiting for this retest. I would really like for the market just to kind of break through this area. Come back to retest. So we can take these sales to right here. If that happens, this will be a really good sign that the market is possibly having a good trade for us this week. Now I was waiting for that retest to come back up here. We'll see what happens. Last time it was here was in November. Not so long ago, US 30. Same situation, waiting for it to have a retest. If not, then it's just gonna be clear buys. But for right now, everything's sell. Waiting for that retest. Boom. See if we've had a break, retest, and pass, and this will worked. If not, then I know people who are taking sales here. Alright, buys. Everything bad there. But we're gonna look more at it. So let's get to it. Let's see. I'm hoping for this one to go in our direction. We'll have this one for New York. Let's see what we can get. I'm really happy this week. So my goal for this week is to get past the first phase. If I do hit 3 or multiple, I'm risking 3%. So I'll be up 8%. We'll see. God willing, you know. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait. Let's get to it. Oh my God. Alright, it is currently 7:21. We are not in there any trades in London. I strictly want to stick to New York when it comes to NAS and US 30. I don't want to be hopping around on sessions. I didn't see any entries on any of the pairs, so go to sleep. So far, there isn't much to say, you know, much to do. We just have the pairs that we looked at, and we're simply going to be focused on those pairs. Let me see. Hopefully, we get it into a trade. Gold is looking like it might have a possibility of it happening. Very looking like it might have a very big possibility. Let me show you exactly what happened last night. So last night, it did literally what I was saying. It retested, boom, decided to do it again, boom. So now we're waiting for this. If possible, if not, then we could just enter on this break. And I would definitely put my stop loss like probably right here. And then once I'm 1-1-1, I'll probably drag my stop loss. If not, leave it like that until it's TP. The TP is gonna be set to our multiple. If I get more than that, then that'd be perfect. If not, then that's fine as well. We're just going to be patient, wait it out, and just see what we can capture from the markets. Because right now the market's doing its thing, we're going to do our thing. Let me see, because they got a little work right now. We'll be patient about it. We're going to let the market do whatever it has to do, and we're going to just be focused on this. Like right now, NAS and gold are my top two. They're the only ones that are really at the area of interest. We're about to break the area of interest, so I'm sticking to them. We'll see. We will see. I'm gonna be patient. Be patient. So let's get to it. See what we have, and it'll work. What is going on, everybody? So we did take a trade on NAS today. NAS was going in our favor, and then absolutely swept us away. So let's show you the trade that I took, and specifically why I took it. So as we know, we're basically using our strategy into smaller time frames, so let's show exactly what we have. So in the 1 hour, we do have a 1 hour area of interest at this level right here. In my heart, I did feel that people were gonna be buying, and that was happening. I literally told my friend, I was gonna call him, I said, people are gonna be buying. Some degenerates, people are gonna be buying. Some degenerates are gonna be buying. And guess what happened? It literally did that. So the 1 hour area of interest we have this level right here. We have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3, 4 touches. Basically, that is not the right area. We have all this history right here from left to right, signaling that this area is a very, very good sell buy, means sell. So we had taken this area as a trade to just sell, because all time frames are in sync, leading to sell, 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 sell. It's exactly what we had did. So as for right now, this is what happened. We literally entered in on the 1 minute right here. We waited for the shift of structure on the 5 minute to happen. Like if I was saying a regular trade on the Forex, had a higher high, higher low, had a structure on the 5 minute. We could have entered in exactly the 5 minute. We would have probably been up like a 1-to-1, which is gambling. I'm gonna get one stop, but didn't happen at all. I know people who took the trade up to here and that was it. I'm like, how, why, and for real? So I wanted to see how this area is the buy area. I wanted to see why. Is it because of this liquidity, like all this area, all of this information? Is it that if that was the case, we could have taken the trade on the 1 minute. Could have been like, okay, boom, 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 boom. I would have been like, okay, could have waited for this, could have waited for that. I don't know how I would have entered in here. Probably right here, 955, enter in here, stop loss underneath this wick. Boom, boom, boom. Do a lower, and probably would have taken it all the way up here. Let it ride. Honestly. But to get into it, I wanted to be a little degenerate, honestly. And then I took a trade on gold. And I literally made 1%. Matter of fact, a cool, nice story I had is that I used to take gold during Asia session all the time. I used to take gold, 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 gold. And it would play out. I was on a massive winning streak. I was doing good. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop trading gold. So, you know what? I'm gonna see if it works. And I enter on a break. It worked out. I got out of 101. I was like, you know what? This is very gambling. I'm just going to get out of here. That's exactly what I did. I got out. And it just pumped. It literally pumped. The area I wanted to enter into, it had gone in before I really wanted to. So I don't know. I think I might start taking. I'm gonna look more at Asia session to see how it flows, how it goes, and what I will be doing in order to enter in trades. I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna be patient. I'm just gonna let the market do its thing. I'm looking for some nice areas. We're gonna see. So the thing is, I need to have confluences for this trade to really make sense, honestly. Like, there's not a lot of confluences that back me up that I have personally. The fibs I can use, the fibs would be like, yes, 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 yes. For me, fibs are a massive plus, like massive thumbs up for me. Like, I love fibs on my heart. Fibs and Fibonacci I used all the time when I started trading, all the time, and they would, oh my gosh, they were amazing. I don't know why I stopped using, because I was trying to stick to Alex's strategy. I'm using his strategy, but I am tweaking it so that I can trade how I trade. You know, like right now I am trading how I trade. It's exactly what I'm doing. You know, I'm getting into more NAS, I'm getting into more gold. How I used to get into gold before, I'm completely just relaxed. So I'm done trading gold. I'm done trading for the day, actually. The reason I should have traded. I was like, you know what? It broke the area of interest. Let me hop in. And bro, I literally hopped in straight up, my guy. I was like, that is crazy. Honestly, because I find that crazy, you know? And we just get to trade like that. And it worked out. So we're gonna see. Maybe I could do something with it. And, you know, NAS, I'm getting good at NAS, honestly. Even though I did take a loss today, I'm patient. I'm gonna do a little more back testing. We'll see what's gonna happen. And let's see who can get. Let's get it. It is currently 11:24 a.m. and we have gone to position, 2 possible positions. The first one we did lose, and the second one we did hit TP. So NAS 100, we had entered prematurely because it didn't retest this area. That's what my belief is. That's what we're looking at. And I entered in on kind of the follow-up, kind of the same area where I had entered last time. Stop loss a lot shorter, and has completely swept the area. I was on the trade for 4 minutes, made a 2.4 multiple. This will be end off the day, $4,000 in profit because we did lose the other trade. That's absolutely beautiful. So we're gonna see the car now. We're gonna see how it looks like, and we're gonna get to the gym. We're gonna work out, and my gay friend Ramses, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with him. Let's get it. All right, it is currently 11:14 p.m. We have upstayed no trades. We're not even trading Forex. We're just strictly on Nasdaq, literally Nasdaq. So we did take a loss, and then we took a win. The loss rate reversed to 3%, and I was scared to lose the account. I really felt like I had entered in too early. On Nasdaq, and guess what? I literally entered in too early. I didn't wait for the liquidity, the fill liquidity, sweep liquidity, whatever you call it. This area here. So we should have waited for this. I wanted this area to be filled. That's why I had entered in up there, because I saw an engulfing happening here. That's why I entered in. But we have this here. Boom, boom, boom. All that. Should be liquidity. We should have entered in. My best bet on a 1 minute time frame was to have entered in. I'll show you right here. Entered on the engulfing. This engulfing right here. Perfect entry. Stop loss and for whatever pip thing you want. Could have entered here, whatever you want. Could have entered on a 5 minute time frame if you really wanted to. You're on the safe side. And you know what? Bet. Boom, boom, boom. Simply got in. Stop loss was under the wicks, so that's it. So this trade could have gone 2 ways. Could have stopped us out early, could have done most things, but we got in, we got out at the most perfect time possible. Literally the perfect time possible. Boom, clot. Literally a 2.3 on multiple. Take it out. Perfect, honestly perfect. I'm happy. I know what I did was right. If I didn't get stopped out before, if I waited, I would have been perfectly fine. So we're gonna wait, gonna be patient. Go to see what we have next week. Tomorrow is CPI, and people are gonna be buying, people are gonna be selling. We're literally gonna see what we have tomorrow. But for right now, we're gonna wait, we're gonna be patient, and we're gonna see. For Forex, I do not have much at all. One thing I have is this trade for sells. And then the other trades, let's see. Everything is just flying still. Everything is doing its thing. So, yeah, that's what I'm with for Forex right now. I'm kind of moving away from it, honestly, a little bit, because I'm so focused on NAS. So what I'm expecting NAS to happen, honestly, if we do get a break from this area right here, and we have a retest, that'd be beautiful. So we have the same thing, so we have liquidity. Literally the same thing. So we're gonna be patient, we're gonna wait it out, and let's see what we get. I'm gonna go to sleep. I have nothing else to stay up for, so sleep right now is the best option. So I'm gonna lay in bed, see what I can do, and just get to it. Let's see what we'll get tomorrow. I have my appointment for my teeth because I got big ass wisdom teeth. Now push it. Let's get it. Alright, it is currently day number 3. It is 7:56 a.m. and we do have CPI at 8:30, so we're gonna be waiting for that to close. I'm gonna be looking at the charts to see exactly what's gonna be happening for NAS. I'm looking at NAS, and I don't really want to be moving around too much, and just because we know the trade we're gonna take, but CPI is there, so it may mess everything up for us to take an entry on. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna be patient and just wait for the trade to give us the signal. Obviously, the trade. So we did learn a valuable lesson yesterday. We could have really avoided that loss if we had just waited for that push to the downside, which I did. I was waiting for, but I was looking for something else instead of a lower position that I should have gone to. So me knowing that now, it's gonna let me know how to take it, when to take it, and I back tested it to make sure that it's high probability setup. And so far it is. So far the trades we've taken have been good. So I'm gonna be patient. We're gonna wait and see exactly what the market has for us. So I have to go to the dentist, the doctor, actually, to see the wisdom teeth. Just want to see what we have in the market. So let me show you exactly what I'm gonna be looking at. So for NAS, we have, I believe that NAS, if it does, it's probably gonna push the market to the downside. We're gonna have some rejections here, something like this again. Actually, something like this would work, or like this. Look, this literally happened. CPI happened, boom, dropped. So what might happen again? CPI happened, drop. So we might see some buys here, something like this again, but here. Instead of taking sells, we're gonna take these buys here. I did miss opportunity to take these buys here because the market was on higher time frames bearish. But for some reason, there's buys that I can be taking, and I'm gonna take those buys. The buys I took here, perfect buys, perfect buys. And they worked out in my favor. That everything I imagine, it just worked out for me in the end. So we're gonna do the same exact thing here. If CPI does push to the bottom side, which I don't hope it does, but if it does, I'm gonna be ready for it. If it does nothing to it, I was gonna do something. It's a percentage base. So I'm not gonna say I hope it goes down, but the likelihood of it going down is probable. But patience is a virtue. We're gonna wait and see exactly what we got, because I'm gonna be patient here, waiting for the setup to give me the entry. So let's get to it. Alright. It is currently 5:04 p.m. We had kind of entered the trade announced. I didn't like how I entered in, really. Like I was not home at all. I was the dentist office. And I was like, I look at the trade. I look at the zoom down a little more. I'm like, I don't like where I'm at. So I exited the position. I was down like $1,000. That's perfectly fine, because I risked 2.5% of the account. I risked 2.5% of the account, and I had entered in position. I didn't like where it was, really. So everything happened like really fast, really. Like once 9:20 happened, I could have literally entered on the pre-market session. Enter 9:20, could have entered here in the candle, and then boom, would have hit TP. This one you could have entered again here if you really want to. If we to this area here, I could have entered in here as well, enter in this candle, and then boom, straight to TP. But I'm not really used to that. I'm used to just taking it like that. The best option was pre-market, but the other option also worked as well. So I did end up in a loss. My stop loss would have been hit, and I would have been taken out. So luckily I exited out the position. I didn't like how I ended up. I didn't like how I entered. So simply being, I had gotten out of it. I just didn't like how everything was forming, and I couldn't make a shorter stop loss, even though it probably would have worked out in my favor. No, actually wouldn't have worked out in my favor. I would have been stopped out. But anyways, I'm trying to make a live account now for NAS. I'm trying to put like $500 in to see if I can try to flip that account. I'm gonna risk probably like $100 per trade. If I can get to whatever I get to, that's perfect. You know, I'm gonna be very patient with my trades as well. I'm only in front of my computer 2 days out of the week of actual trading days. So those trading days will be in effect. So NTDCAD was the position that we're looking to enter in. And so far, it looked like it's doing well. You know, I would have probably entered in here, had my TP right there. It is currently Wednesday, so will it hit TP? I don't know. We have news tomorrow at 8:30, I believe, which will help us a lot. So we have news. That's not the right one. So we do have news at 8:30 on unemployment claims at 8:30. It's not gonna be as effective as this one. This today did not move as much as I thought it would, but it did have an effect and bomba clot. Anyways, so tomorrow we've actually been taking a trade like basically every day. Like Monday didn't work on my favor because I was looking for sells, even though they were clear buys, and I was like, people are gonna be taking buys, and I was literally right. It literally went against me, stopped me out. It stopped my friend out as well, and today I think he got stopped out as well, which is not good because he was looking for sells on US 30, and sells on higher time frames they make sense. They do make sense, but it just didn't go in our favor. Like for Monday, if I had entered in for buys onto the break, I could have entered in here on this candle, put my stop loss underneath here. Let's say I did this. Wait, enter on this 1 minute, put my stop loss underneath this candle, like I usually do. Set it to 2 R multiple, and then bomb my clock. We would have hit that shit for sure, and it just continued to go up, continue. Literally showing that it worked out. So I have been doing really well. So I'm gonna start doing a live account when I'm trying to get funded in this. Yes, I have done live account before, but it was Forex. I've done live accounts for NAS, for US 30. I was up gold one time, like $500. At the very beginning, I was up $500, and I don't know why I didn't take out. I didn't take out, and I literally got stopped out. And I was like, fuck. But that's literally how it is. So I'm gonna try to make an account on HeroFX for TradeLogger, which is my favorite, and we're gonna see what we can do with it. I'm really excited. Hopefully, you know, everything goes in our favor. I'm trying to flip that to, if I do really well, let's say I make 2 or multiple every time, 3 or multiple, I can definitely flip, let's see, 3 trades. I could definitely make $400, $600 if I'm risking $100 per trade. Well, $500. So I'm gonna get basically 5 tries I have. But we'll see how everything goes out. We'll see how tomorrow ends up. If it's too choppy and I see it, I'm not gonna take any positions. But as for right now, everything's working out. I'm really excited, you know. I'm really excited, like how everything's working out. I like how I'm getting used to this market. Like I see opportunity, I see it, I literally see it clear as day. I'm really excited for it, you know. I'm super excited. I'm super patient too. That's one thing. I've got to be patient. So let's get into markets. Let's see what we can get, and I'm gonna get this deposit going so I can get that account rolling. All right. Simply being, as I'm back testing NAS right now, I am seeing a lot of situations happen right now. Like the trades that I took, I'm learning a lot more. I'm learning about. My friend was like, "Bro, learn about this from TGR to see what else you can learn from." I'm learning about liquidity, super liquidity, fair value gaps for number 1. I didn't know about fair value gaps, but I'm literally putting in the right position at literally areas, in areas that it would probably reject from, areas that I was looking for buys. I had no idea, and I was buying at the right areas that everyone else was buying at. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So we learn, we have a knowledge now. Simply being, even before I knew any of this, I had an idea of how to answer in. And I know where to put my TP. My stop loss and my TP have been key. I will say that. My stop loss and TP have been key. And I have learned a lot. So, but there's still a lot more to learn from. There's still a lot to learn. But we know that now. We're going to see what happens. And let's see what we can get. Because we'll be patient with it. We'll be patient, see what we can get. And NAS is currently down. My friend, I hope, Ramses, if you're still in this trade, I really hope you're still in this trade. Higher time frames were on your side. I do agree. Because he had taken these sells as soon as it broke, I think on the 5 minute. I think he put his stop loss a little too short. I don't know where his TP is. I think his TP is a lot lower. I see this area of interest as the best option for the take profit. But if you're still in it, I hope you are, because it's looking like it's going to be good. But I'm probably going to take some buys here, even though it doesn't make any sense. We'll see what the position is on NAS tomorrow. So I really hope we have a inverse. Anything that can happen. Because this was a sell here. And these were a sell. As soon as it hit underneath and retested, these were complete sells. The opening of 6 p.m. did signify that this was sells. Sell. I mean, it wasn't really sells because it literally broke under, retested, didn't go above like Nas did. It was just perfect, you know. It's just there's so much rejection. I really hope he's in it. I really want him to win. But oh my gosh, we learned. Even though I've learned like 2 things. Even though those 2 things, I'm literally entering on those 2 things even before I knew about it. That is absolutely crazy. That shows that my strategy before absolutely works to T. Works to T. I learn a little bit more, to have a little bit more confluences. That's absolutely perfect. I am gonna put my stop loss a lot lower than that fair value gap that you would say. And when people put it on the fair value gap, I'm good. I'm gonna put it a lot lower. I'll hit my 1 to 3. I'm good. If I see more results, suddenly that I don't get stopped out, then I might put it there. But there are probabilities, and still probabilities. If I were to put my stop loss lower, anything can happen. Anything can happen, and I'm simply just gonna wait, and just be patient. I don't like. I have the feeling I don't like distancing. Oh my god, distancing myself from Forex, but I just feel a lot better when it comes to I'm taking more trades, more profitable trades than I am on Forex. On Forex, I will take very profitable trades, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, take that. But my best trades have been on gold and NAS and US 30. My best ones. I only have one really good setup on Forex. One good ass trade on Forex. It was 1 to 8, 1 to 6, 1 to 8. I don't know. I genuinely like. I'm starting to like Nas better in US 30 and gold compared to these other trades. But the trade that we could have entered in NZD CAD, it's literally going to profit. So we'll see. Honestly, we'll see. I'm just gonna be here patiently waiting. Anything can happen, you know. Anything can literally happen. I'm just gonna be here waiting and just being patient. That's literally the only thing we can do. Is just be patient and just wait. Wait. For whoever who's taking these sells on gold, good luck to you. I do see a possible sell opportunity for Asia session. As I'm looking at right now, you have a very small 5-minute gap area that Asia session is going to open in 10 minutes. I do see those sell opportunities, so people who are taking themselves. I'm obviously just going to watch to see what happens. I'm not going to enter into Asia. I'm simply sticking to New York. We'll see what happens. This trade looks like it might dump. Honestly, it literally looks like it might dump. But good luck to those who are taking it. Let's see what happens. And if it does, good luck to you guys. Just trying to be patient. The trade I took was literally a possible win. I just didn't know about the levels. The levels that I had pointed out before, how I really wanted to go to. I was still uncomfortable with it because I was kind of doing other things too. So me trying to like hop into a trade where I'm literally doing stuff like X-rays, it just didn't want to cooperate well for me. So I did see the opportunity to buy. I really did. And I want to show you. I want to show you why. So let's look at my strategy and how I point out things, right? And how I implement my strategy there. So in the 1 hour, we do have a area of interest here. I literally just lowered it 1 area of interest right here. This level, we did take these buys here. Absolutely successful. We did take a loss, but we did take a buy. So here is kind of where we entered. You see it went above it. The area of interest were above. We have, I believe, a 61.8% fib at this level. 0.8. You could do point B right here if you really wanted to. Point A to point B. Bomber class 61.8% fib. Okay, we'll go down to the 15-minute. As soon as 9:30 open, it has absolutely exploded. The opportunity to buy here was very kind of weird, choppy, and just absolutely weird. So the next thing was to go and have on 15, have like an area that it can retest for me to buy, and the best area was here. Best area was there, right? So simply waiting for this,
where we go down on lower time frames, looking out into 1 minute to see where we can buy at, have an engulfing. This was the possible entry that we have right here. Stop loss under this wick. Boom, boom, boom. 1 to 2. It would have been a 1 to 2.46. That being said, let me show you guys what everybody else was thinking. What was everybody else thinking? Oh, let's go on the 15, find a fair value gap. What is a fair value gap? It is literally this. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you right now. This is not the right time. So basically look at the 15 to find a fair value gap, which is this. Having point A right here from this candle to this candle, this wick to be there. So what does that signal? What does that signal? Literally this. Let me find a different box, because I don't like having the same boxes. There we go. So we have this box right here signaling the possible buy opportunities from this market. So what is everybody else doing? They're literally waiting for that retest from this box of right here. Bombaclat. But what do we have before? What do we have before on the 15-minute time frame? Which area of interest do we have? Not just an area of rejection for us to be looking for some buys. What do we have before? Literally this. Literally that. To the T. To the T for a possible area. There we go. Literally perfect to the T. Literally the trade right here was this one. Absolutely perfect. It's literally clear to understand. It's so easy. We would have been in this trade for about 1, 2, 3 minutes. 3 minutes of being in a trade. We would have hit TP. I have never done that. In 3 minutes. It's crazy. It's crazy. And ooh. So I basically have a live account now. I'm trying to flip that account. I am starting with $500 to see what we can flip it to. So the next trade we have tomorrow, if we do have a possible trade, I'm going to be trading my live account as well as the Forex account, which I'm down 2% of the account on. So today we are risking 3% of the account. If I have to, if I cannot put a smaller stop loss or a bigger stop, if I have to put a bigger stop loss, I'm going to lower my risk to deal with that, because I want my stop loss to be that. Because anything above that, my stop loss is going to increase my R multiple, and I am not going to enjoy that at all. For me, it's kind of gambling still. But this is the balance right now, $500. So let's see what we can get with the account. Let's see what we can get that to. It is currently 3/11/2026. My goal is to get that account up, 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 if possible. If the right opportunities, if we predict the right markets, do that. Yes, am I going to trade Forex still? I would love to, honestly. I would really love to, but if Nas is getting me... My friend is trying to distance me from Forex still, but I really do enjoy Forex still. It is still like my #1 thing that I'll always be looking at. But I don't know what else to say, honestly. So let's hop into it. Let's gonna see what happens with gold. I do believe gold is gonna be dropping, and literally guess what we predicted. When we were talking, we hit TP. Waiting for that break, Bomaklat. What is this? What did we say? What did we say? What did we say? What did we say? Many of you looking at, oh, where is the fair value? Oh, there ain't nothing there, boy. Literally, we would have been up already. We would have been up. We would have been up. It is absolutely crazy how I am getting so good at predicting these markets. It is crazy. Let's get to it. Let's go cut to the cutscene. Let's start with day number 4. Let's get it. It is currently day number 4, and me and my friend have back tested something that was key. Very, very key. What I've been doing is kind of scalp. I'm literally scalping. Literally scalping. But the trades that have been taken before on Nas that have been like A+++ because of the market trend. And what I know, like to T, is they trade swing trade setups. So let me show you what trade I took before, to like just let you guys know of what I'm looking at, so you guys can see and understand why and what. So As you see, this trade I took before, I had taken it when literally everything was bearish, came back to retest. One thing is, I need to compare it to Forex a little bit because Forex needs time to rest, especially at an area where it hasn't really been in a while, and it's had massive touches and it needs time to rest. That's number one thing. It needs time to rest. So when does this trade usually happen to come to the downside? Well, if it comes at 10 p.m. or a.m., it really takes some time to reset, to take some time to settle down. So I've seen Q Banks and Lamberot will do give some time to enter at 2-3 p.m. if the trade needs it. So what am I gonna do today? If possible, if we get this trade, let's see what the Fibonacci says for some scalp trades. Okay, we have a 61.8% Fib and we have the Fibonacci right here. What does that let us know? The market right now is bearish. You have the lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then you have a higher high, higher low. So that being said, this market is bearish on the 1 hour and the 30 minute. 30 minutes, oh no, it's bullish. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. I'm looking for the market to do whatever it needs to maybe even liquidate, sweep these lows if it can, retest back up here again, so we could look for some entries for some buys, and then take the trade up to here. Once it's there, we're gonna be completely out, and then it's coming for sells. Sells at this level here are key because of what? Every time the market comes to this level right here, what do we get? Every time the market comes to this level, what do we get? Sells. Every time the market comes to this level, what do we get? Buys. Ready? We literally get sells, buys. Sells from here, buys here. So what does that say? Buys on top, buys on top, buys on top, sells on the bottom. What does it let us know? The market, every time it touches a support, it wants to go up. Every time it touches a resistance, it wants to go down. It could break through. It could do whatever it wants. We need to make sure that it relaxes first when it comes to selling the market. Because after like 9:30, like 10, 11, is when everything kind of doesn't slow down. But when the buyers are still trying to push the market to the upside. They're trying to push the market to the next area of interest, above the resistance. So I let the market just like kind of relax and breathe, and give it like an hour, 2 hour, 4 hour candle to just let it do its thing. So that's what I'm on right now. That's literally what I'm on right now. I need the market to let it do its thing so that I can just be patient and wait for the market to give me the opportunity to take these buys, these scalp buys. Those scalp buys all the way to the up top side, and then those sells probably to the downside. I know it's kind of flip sided, going buys and sell, but that's literally the strategy. That's what I've seen Lamberot do, and it's like, it's not bad. You know, I like to stick into buys if possible, but if there's buys and sell opportunities that I could make money off of, I think we got some. But it might not go in our direction, it might not work. It is what it is. Because my friend had took in these sells on US 30, beautiful sells, beautiful sells. He took it like it was like a break, right? We took it to break, and then it literally stopped him up because it literally came back up. It's a stop loss, a 200 pip stop loss. That's insane for US 30. Even I don't put a 200 pip stop loss on Forex. That was literally insane. And guess what? Q had taken the same trade, but he waited a little bit longer. He waited for that retest. He waited for the market to slow down there, to kind of just relax. And literally, he took it. Boom. Like, he took it as soon as it comes to the area of interest on the wicks, and then just, it was literally insane. I was like, whoa, bro, that's literally insane. There's no way. But yes, way. Yes, freaking way. I was like, no, bro, that's crazy. But there's nothing crazy about it. So Entity Cat, the trailer we're about to get in for Forex, is clearly just at the same level. Anyways, let's get into NAS.
So now, as we already know, we're going for those buys. If possible, we could go for those buys. If it comes back to retest that area of interest again, that's always like retested for.
And if we could do a liquidity sweep here, then that'd be perfect. Or if after that sweep, it could make a nice,
what would you call it? A fair value gap. After that, we have our OG confluences, the Fibonacci, the break and retest, the EMAs. Those are my shit. Those are my shit. I literally enter on with that alone, and it's literally what? It's just finding the right entries is where you need fair value gaps, order blocks. I don't really know too much about, but I'll learn it. Like, it gives you the extra confluence to take those trades. The more confluences you have, the better trades that you will get, and it would just be perfect. So we're going to wait and see. Hopefully that we get a very nice setup today. If we don't, we'll be patient. We do have a live account that we'll be trading to. We have it on this phone for live account. We have this one on this phone for the funded account. So let's get past the first phase. We're not going to get past the first phase on this trade. But if we take the buys and the sells at the right time, we definitely will get past the first phase. But we're going to be patient. We're going to relax. We're going to be patient. We're just going to wait for the market to give the right opportunity for us to take these setups. We're not going to rush the market. We're not going to rush the trade. We're going to wait for the best opportunity to take these trades. We do have news at 8:30, so let's get into it. Let's get past this, and I'm ready to scale up. Let's get this, bro. I'm so hyped.
All right, it is currently 1:17 a.m. I literally took an Asia session gold trade, and it played out to the T. 3R multiple locked in, and we are up on the funded account. I sadly did not take it on my live account. I was on the toilet, saw the entry. I'm like, all right, bet, let me hop in. So I literally waited for this left head, right shoulder formation to break out of the area of interest. As you can see, this I had entered in on the 1 minute. As soon as this 1 minute opened and overlapped everything here, I simply hopped in, bomber clap in there. Stop loss should have been underneath this wick, really. So I originally wanted to put underneath here, this wick, but this wick would have been perfect. We did kind of have it under here, right here underneath this candle. So a 3R multiple is perfect. I originally had my stop loss, my take profit around here. I believe a 2R multiple right here. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to hold it. Because I think my 2R multiple was right here. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to hold it. I'm going to take my stop loss out. I'm going to put it to a 3R multiple. I basically put it on these 15-minute candles that my friend was like, okay, maybe some rejection from this area. And guess what? Literally some rejection from this area. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it out there. And literally to the T, it literally happened. So we are up in the account. I am super hyped, even though I did not take on my live account. Next time we'll get that trade. We'll get that trade on live account. But an Asia session trade, I haven't traded Asia session in a while. But a 3R multiple for coming back to Asia session, beautiful. Since we did not take any trades during New York, so we're basically up 1% of the account. Kind of like barely, not really barely 1%. So right now we don't know what we're gonna have to NAS tomorrow. Realistically, we do not know what's gonna happen for NAS. I'm gonna be patient. We're gonna wait it out and just see exactly what we can have, because you don't know what to expect really. Like, this is the area where it's time for buys, honestly, where people try to buy from these lows here. Every time the lows approach here, every time the lows there, buy. So buying pressure is going to be in effect on these lows that they're approaching right now. I have to be knowledgeable about that. Buying pressure is in effect on these lows. So US 30 was a beautiful sell-off, literally. Break off this area, retest, bomber clock. I know CubeMax took this trade down here. Absolutely a gem. Is there going to be some sell-off still for gold? Possibly. But this literally been jumpy. Jumpy, 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 jumpy. And the funniest thing about ADA session is that every time we approach 7:30 p.m., we always have a possible setup. I'm not gonna say Wednesday. Wednesday, 7:30. Yeah, we had some cells here. Literally had some cells here. Could have taken boom o'clock there, downside. It wouldn't have been like a one. It would have been like a one or multiple, honestly. If you had put it at the right position, obviously, it wouldn't have been the best. Like you would have to put the stops. You would have to put the entry at this engulfing, stop loss into wicks, or 2-hour multiple right there. Honestly, that would have been a beautiful trade. A 2-hour multiple during London session, and you have entered at 6:53. I don't think I would have entered, but actually, no, I probably would have entered. That was a very, very good setup that I saw for an area break of the year. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to sleep. Hopefully we see anything for NAS. Take some possible buys if it's at that level, which it looking like it might go to that level. We're gonna see what happens. Do we have news tomorrow? Let's check. Forex Factor, we got Friday 8:30 index, and then 10. So we do have news. So we're be patient. We're gonna watch out for those news to occur. Let's see what we get. Honestly, let's see what we can get. Because I'm going to go to sleep. Let's get it. Let's get it. Today is absolutely crazy. My boy had caught the shorts for gold. I literally just bought into that area. I feel like them gold's gonna go up. I didn't feel like it's gonna go up. It's just the probability of it going up was high likely. Every time it comes to that area, it always rejects. So that was my confluence. I had rejection from this continuation of this area, and my friend had simply just sold here, right? I simply had bought into there, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. He was like, all right, bet. He found this little area here, rejecting from here. It's always rejected from this area here, so it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense, and that's exactly why I took it out, because it has a highest probability of always rejecting from the area. So you know what I did? I simply got out. I got out, and I did that to the T, and he sold there. That is absolutely a beauty. Beautiful trade. I think he would have made like a 1-4, because his trade was like this. He put his buys, he sells here, stop loss on there. It'll be like a 1 or 2, kind of 1 or 2. This is a lot safer than this one though. The stop loss is a lot tighter. This is more of a scalp trade right here. I was in the trade, I believe, for like an hour or two. Yeah, I was like an hour. I was in there for like an hour. I got there at 7:30. I finally got out at like an hour and 30 minutes. That is absolutely beautiful, bro. Absolutely beautiful. He caught this banger. Right here, bro. Even though his account only allows him to make 2%, is absolutely a banger, bro. I'm proud of him, bro. Absolutely banger. I don't know why it makes him only, because the flex account. That's so weird how it only allows him to make 2% profit daily. It's crazy. But it's absolutely amazing. I'm proud of him, bro. Let's go, boy. Let's go.